EA magically summoning 9 million British teenage boys to buy the new FIFA game. And they have to do this thing every single year. You'd think the summoning process would just keep getting more difficult, but then again, they have a lot of experience. How to troll society as a whole. Step 1, start industrial revolution. There's plastics in my blood. Oh, I guess society isn't cool with a little bit of trolling. It was just a prank, bro. Who doesn't want microplastics floating around in their body? Let's do a drone light show over uncontacted tribes and become their gods. What we're gonna see looking down at them versus what they see. Crazy to think that from this one event, they might start a whole new religion that lasts for centuries. There's probably some aliens somewhere in the galaxy thinking about doing the same thing to us. This is Joe. He's an albino brown bear. Every time he's found in the forest, he's rescued and woken up in the North Pole. And if you weren't aware, Joe the brown bear is not a big fan of this. Wait, this does make me wonder, like, I think a brown bear would be okay. Don't they go up pretty far north sometimes? I would assume brown bears probably aren't as good of swimmers. Whenever there's maps tracking polar bears, I'm always so surprised to see like half the time they're just out there in the ocean. Russians when autocorrect turns high into high. They hate capitalism. Oh, I forgot about that. That's right. Russian keyboards probably don't even come with a caps lock. Elon Musk, China will never be able to replicate our technology. Meanwhile, China, the man himself, is getting replicated. That's how good the technology is in China. Anything is possible in this country. It's time to look inward and begin asking yourself the big questions, like why are most mob farms made out of cobblestone when there is wood, a cheaper alternative? Might be a cheaper alternative, but what else am I gonna do with like the 50 billion cobblestone I have in my inventory? Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, or a Norwegian what makes up 2/3 of his country's exports. I wonder what this could be, Norway. Would anyone possibly have any guesses? Just for whoever is gonna say the answer though, keep it down. We don't want America to hear about this. Me walking into my American friend's room and seeing 42 hand pistols, 56 hunting rifles, 34 sniper rifles, 46 assault rifles, and 23 grenades. Oh my goodness. And you're freaking out just off of that? Those are some rookie numbers. This American's gonna have to pump those numbers up. Maybe have some more outside in the shed. An accurate representation of the world from an American who knows nothing about the world. I like to review these maps every couple months just because things are constantly changing. There are new stereotypes that Americans are coming up with constantly. No one lives here. That's correct. Sorry, land. They do like to apologize. Burgers and now Starbucks included. I like that it's on the West Coast too. Tacos. Okay. Is the Amazon really still burning? Doesn't exist, but maybe Hilter is here. Crazy things in Africa. Nothing happens here. Debatable. Meanwhile, Europe is summarized with, yeah. Russians angry? Okay, I mean, there are some new faces, but then you still got a few of the classics. It's just Lord of the Rings in New Zealand. Overall, okay. Can't wait to see what this looks like in 6 more months. School gonna be crazy. Chemistry with Mr. White after lunch. I think the only thing more insane than that is that he's taking Latin too. My school didn't offer Latin. I think there's gonna be literal documentaries about the Breaking Bad resurgence in meme culture. It's been one of the most fascinating things. They don't know my son is winning. Dad doesn't need to party with anyone right now. He's just spending quality time with his boy back there. Finally, something wholesome. People from 2005 to 2010 on their way to gobble up all the best usernames and then do nothing with those accounts. And the funny thing is, these people are just gonna be more and more disliked as we head into the future. After the first human goes back in time to oof Hitler, he's gonna make a quick pit stop in 2005 to take out whoever took the name Ligma on Twitter. Haha! I should have said 2009. It is real. And they never tweeted ever. Historians in the past. Mythical creatures and more billion men armies. What is more billion men armies? Armies with a billion people? Sources, because I said so, and shameless bias. Meanwhile, the lame historians now. Source and, that actually doesn't exist. Oh, dragons specifically. More billion isn't even a number. Oh wait, I think I just played myself. This person clearly has an agenda. I love how this has just become such a popular meme format as of the last like 2 weeks. Really depressing because I could have been such a great historian like 2,000 years ago. Now they want me to state my evidence and talk about facts. Plants outside, concrete. Cozy versus plants inside. Is this tap water? I'm allergic. This is why whenever I want plants inside, I simply go outside to take the much more Chad plants and bring them in. The only thing these things know how to do is survive, and that is way cooler. Man who is forced to pay for 2 seats on a jet from Ireland finds they are rows apart. Okay, the airlines are just getting evil now. I mean, I knew that they were already pretty evil, but the levels of cruelty at this point are just insane. British people laughing about obesity, lol. Meanwhile, Americans and, well, I guess our comeback. Only more fuel for the meme war between these two continents. When will it end? 13th century social media versus 21st century social media. They've got no differences and only one thing in common. My landlord is cruel. I dislike the new king, and I fear I will freeze to death in my hovel this winter. Crazy to think that even 800 years later, there's still so many similarities. More things change, more things stay the same. God, when he places England 20 miles from France. Oh yeah, sure, this isn't gonna cause a massive explosion for several thousands of years. Feels like he did that all over the world too. Putting North Korea next to South Korea. Jacksepticeye being passed up by Dream. They're literally one of the most depressing moments I've had in probably the last 10 years. What did we do to deserve this? 2014, haha, I love these YouTubers. Meanwhile, 2021, lost everything, mental breakdown, arrested, quit Minecraft, doesn't do Minecraft content much. I mean, you can't really expect these dudes to do the same thing for like 10 years. Also, 2014 YouTube was just a really different time. The algorithm just changes so much, it's hard to keep up. The Canadian invasion safety map. If you're in the red, evacuate immediately. If you're orange, you have exactly 1 day to live. In light orange, 2 days. In yellow, you have a week. Lime is exactly 1 week and a half. This is so oddly specific. Wait, where was the lime even at? Whatever. Green, you have 2 weeks. Cyan, you have 2 weeks and a half. Well, I'm chilling here in California. I got a whole 2 weeks. I'm probably not gonna worry about it until like 13 days from now. Guessing it's gonna take him a month to get to Europe, and everyone's gonna be apologizing soon. You kill the boss, the health bar fills up again. The boss grows wings, and now the lyrics switch to Latin. Ah yes, Elden Ring be like. I want this to happen in real life though. I want to just like accidentally push over a hobo and then all of a sudden start hearing like Latin music come from the heavens. Just gonna immediately start running. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, or a Swede, the old name for chocolate balls. Chocolate balls? Those don't even look like chocolate balls, but also, do I even want to know Sweden? You know what? I don't think I have the pass. Germans, our language is not offensive. Also, die Germans. Maybe not the best look there, Germany, but then again, what are you gonna do? Do you think they kind of knew this before they printed it on the magazine? I feel like they did. They had to have known how the English speakers would react. The last person that didn't buy YouTube Premium dying of old age in the year 3920 because he tried to watch all 6 billion ads before the YouTube video played. I think they add an extra ad every year, so just another decade you're gonna be having to watch like 15 ads before the video starts. Maybe that $10 a month ain't so bad, but I don't know. Russian government when they find out most world leaders will be gathered in London this Monday. Why? Don't let them know. This is probably not the best meme to be talking about. Oh, is it to celebrate the Queen? It seems like the plot of a movie. The media holding Queen Elizabeth's passing. Meanwhile, Ukraine mounting a counteroffensive. The CCP on the verge of collapse. And Team Trees nearing on 24 million trees. Is that still going on? I didn't realize that was still like a fun. The media never talked about that. The first day of invasion. Easy win. Russia just needs 1 week to fully control Ukraine. 21st day of invasion. If Germans needed 1 month for Blitzkrieg to success in war with Poland, Russia will probably need 1 month to 41st day of invasion. So yeah, Russians retired from north so they can fastly push from south and eastern border. I can see this beautiful encirclements. 202nd day of the war. Just freaking win already. Yeah, that huge push forward from Ukraine's side has made things very interesting. A lot of cope going on. Gentlemen, it is with great pleasure to inform you cheetahs are back in India after going extinct 70 years ago. Wow, very ooh of cheetahs. I had no idea they could look so adorable. French ladies, when a major event happens. Any major event? Wait, what is this person seeing that I'm not? I feel like I've never noticed that. I like math because it's not about memorization, MFers, when they have to do memorization for 16 different page-long theorems word by word to solve one stupid question out of a 22 question homework with 40% of their grade. And this is why I despised math. I remember I used to cheat in my math class by just like writing the formula down. That doesn't even seem like it's cheating, to be honest. I don't want to have to remember the weird formula, a squared plus b squared. So I would just sneak in a little piece of paper and put it down. I barely passed all my math classes, okay, even with doing that. Like, forcing you to remember the formulas is like forcing the history kids to remember dates. I thought we just have Google now. I have a maths test tomorrow. Dad will give me $50 if I pass. Mom will give me $30 if I pass. I will receive $90 in total if I pass the test. Something tells me he's not gonna pass. Oh, poor guy. How do we break it to him? I think we have a pretty good chance this season. The average hunter is getting older, and millennials are just not interested anymore. Oh man, these things are about to have a field day. They're gonna be everywhere. I think millennials will end up still being hunters. They'll just be using their cars, and it's gonna be a total accident. Me, when I'm not good at something, immediately. That's why I just give up and quit everything in the first 5 minutes. Can't do anything right. Jarvis, my missiles have missed their target and hit an orphanage instead. Schedule a call with Saul Goodman so we can find a way to put a positive spin on this. You know Tony Stark had to have had at least access to like 10 Saul Goodmans. You can't be that rich and not have some really good lawyers. This reminded me of that meme, if you are what you eat, Your Honor, then my client is an innocent man. Me hiding all my treasures in my secret Minecraft redstone base, even though I'm in a single player world and don't have any friends. Still, it's just about the imagination. That's the most important part. Who cares about anything else? And big thanks to my wife hates this part.
My name is Walter Hartwell White.
Drew's Argentinian grandpa. California and Nevada. Bring back Polandball. Mexican Finnish $20 is a lot. Chris 377 Danny Evan Pryce Gamer jakov LuxembourgLover Philipp RF Terraformed Animations. And why am I doing this?